Many studies have shown that the most successful people aren't the ones who avoid failure the most. In fact, the most successful individuals are those who are least afraid of failing. They are willing to take on challenges and pursue their goals without the need for a guaranteed outcome. These achievers focus on their ultimate objectives, even if they don't know exactly when or where they will achieve them. They understand that success and failure are intertwined, but many people struggle with the concept of failure. They see it as something negative, something to be avoided at all costs, rather than recognizing it as an essential part of the journey to success. Often the path to success is paved with failures, sometimes many of them. But what exactly is failure? Is it working on a project that doesn't produce the desired results? No, that's not failure. Is it launching a new product that flops in the marketplace? No, that's not failure either. Is it doing your best to raise your children, only to be disappointed by their actions? No, that's not failure. Pouring your heart, soul, and energy into something that doesn't work out isn't failure. Failure is not putting in the effort, not trying at all. When you work hard on a project, even if it doesn't turn out well, you still gain valuable experience and knowledge. When you launch a product that doesn't succeed, you've learned important lessons that can help you in the future. When you do your best with your children and feel disappointed by their actions, you've still shown your love and dedication. These experiences are not failures, they are steps along the path to success. True failure is only when you give up and stop trying. Success often requires perseverance through many setbacks and challenges. Each attempt, whether it ends in success or failure, brings you closer to your goal. The greatest achievers understand this and are not deterred by failure. They embrace it, learn from it, and continue to move forward. They know that failure is not the end, but a necessary step towards achieving their dreams. If success means making steady progress towards your personal goals, then failure is when you don't make any progress at all, or don't even try. Success and failure are always connected, and they both relate to ambition. Success means taking action, while failure means not taking action. It's as simple as that. In every scientific breakthrough, there were many failures before achieving success. Without failure, there can be no opportunities for success. Tom Peters, a famous author and management expert, recently said the only way to be in serious trouble today is by not trying, not failing, and not pushing yourself. Success involves taking action. You have to actually do something. Being active is crucial in life to get the most benefit from our resources, skills, knowledge, and talents. Success is about taking action to make the most of what we have. Benjamin Disraeli, a former Prime Minister of England, once said, "Nothing can stop a determined person who is willing to risk everything for their purpose." I'll do it or die trying. These are powerful words. Being determined means saying, I will. These are two of the most powerful words in our language. The formula for failure is could, should, don't. The formula for success is could, should, will. Saying I will is incredibly powerful. I will, I should, I can, and I will. These are some of the most powerful words in our language. I will. The man says, I will climb the mountain. Others tell him it's too high, too difficult, too rocky, and that no one has ever done it before. The man replies, it's my mountain. I'll climb it. Soon you'll see me either waving from the top or lying on the side, because I'm not coming back until I've done it. But how do we measure success? How can you tell if you're truly successful, especially when your idea of success might be very different from someone else's? The answer is simple. Results. Success means making measurable progress within a reasonable amount of time. That's it. Life demands that we make measurable progress in a reasonable time frame. You've got to be realistic with time. Don't be unrealistic with time. Parents, be patient. Managers, brokers, business associates, give people a bit of time. You can't keep asking someone every 5 minutes, how are you doing now? That's too soon. The person might respond, I haven't even left the building yet. Give me a break, so asking every 5 minutes is too soon. But 5 years is too long and too late. So what is a reasonable amount of time to expect results? It's about making progress within a sensible time frame. Here's the first point. By the end of the day, you should have accomplished some tasks. Don't let a whole day go by without getting some things done, like writing letters. When you're working, there are tasks that need to be completed within a day. You need to make some calls each day. When it comes to your health, you need to stick to daily routines. You can't delay these tasks. For instance, you can't say, I'll eat 9 apples 10 days from now. No, it's 1 apple a day. Some things need to be done daily. So if it's 5 minutes to midnight and you haven't eaten your apple yet, hurry up and eat it to get it done. Walking around the block every day is good for you. But walking or running for 6 hours a day is too much unless you're a professional marathon runner. Eating an apple a day is healthy. Eating only apples isn't, because your body needs a variety of proteins, vitamins, and nutrients. Working hard and staying up late to finish a project is fine. But working nonstop, never taking vacations, never having fun, and not spending time with loved ones is bad. If you're always focused on work, how will you ever see new opportunities or think about new ideas? It doesn't work that way. You need to take breaks and think about where you've been and where you're going. You need to reflect to make sure you're on the right path. Workaholics never feel like they have enough work. They can work 10, 12, 14 hours a day, take on 2 jobs, and work them back to back. Their only satisfaction comes from fighting off sleep, avoiding life's pleasures, and completing more tasks. Some people admire this kind of behavior, but just because a workaholic works a lot doesn't mean they end up with the most money. They are usually more focused on doing tasks than getting actual results. They're busy just to be busy, not to be productive. Workaholics often end up alienating their families, losing their health, and facing a crisis of values. Wouldn't you prefer a life of productivity over a life filled with endless tasks? Of course. When you schedule your time wisely and make the most of it, you can work smarter instead of just working longer hours. This way, you'll likely get more done than a workaholic while still having time for other important things in life. Smart self-interest means finding ways to be more productive per hour instead of just adding more hours. It means managing your day so that your day doesn't manage you. Smart self-interest also emphasizes that a fulfilling life comes from balance and moderation. Too much of anything, even good things, will eventually throw you off course. Here's a helpful idea. Numbers tell us a lot about you personally. They reveal your whole story. Success is a numbers game. Ask yourself 3 important questions in this area. First, how much money have you saved and invested during your career? Second, in the last 90 days, how many books have you read to enhance your mind, give you new ideas, and carefully shape your future? Third, in the last 6 months, how many classes have you taken to improve or develop new skills for your future and your family's future? Numbers tell us everything. Success is a numbers game. You have to make progress, and you have to do it within a reasonable time frame. Take a look at the numbers and see how you're doing. That's the key to success. Now, how often should you weigh the new baby? Imagine you have a newborn baby. You might think, I'll weigh the baby next spring, but that's not a good idea. You can't wait until next spring to check the baby's weight. You need to weigh the baby often. Why? Because you need to see if the baby is gaining weight or losing weight. If the baby is losing weight, that's a big problem. You need to act fast. A baby losing weight can quickly become a serious situation. These numbers, the baby's weight, are very important. They tell you if the baby is healthy or if something is wrong. Now, think about your business like it's a baby. You need to check if it's healthy too. You might say, we'll look at the accounts in a couple of years, but if you do that, your business might not survive. You need to know the numbers, just like with the baby. What are your sales figures? What are your expenses? If you don't know these numbers, you're in trouble. It's like not knowing your cholesterol count and just hoping for the best. That's risky and irresponsible. You need to be responsible for your own success. Don't leave it to chance or let someone else handle it for you. Learn to understand the important numbers in your business. Refine them, check them often, and make sure everything is on track. Just like you wouldn't ignore a baby's health, don't ignore your business's health. Weigh the baby often, check your business numbers regularly, and take control of your future. This way you ensure everything is growing and healthy, whether it's your baby or your business. How many pounds overweight should you be at age 50? John says, well, I've got big bones, all right. We can give you an extra 10 pounds for big bones, but if you're 25 or 30 pounds overweight, it's time to be cautious. This caution should be at home and at work. I'm asking you to take charge of your own life. Be responsible for your own life. This includes being responsible for your own retirement, your own health, and everything in between. Don't just follow what everyone else is doing. Many people don't care about being responsible, especially when it comes to important numbers. Some numbers need to be coming down, like your cholesterol levels. Others need to be going up, like the number of books you read. You shouldn't be satisfied until you've checked all your own numbers and taken responsibility for them. Don't wait for someone else to take care of things for you. What if nobody comes along to help? You've got to be responsible for yourself. Remember, results are what matter. Let's look at the numbers. Don't settle for anything less than the best possible numbers. Here's an important technique you can use in your life to help keep you on the right track. This technique is called visual chain thinking. Ambitious people don't look at each step toward their goals as a single, isolated step. They don't see each discipline as just one thing they need to do, or each project as a standalone task, or each sale as just one sale. Instead, they see everything they do as part of a bigger chain, a series of events and actions all linked together that will eventually lead them to their final destination. Every action and every discipline you follow today is a link in this chain. Every action and every discipline you follow tomorrow is another link. Every action and every discipline in the future adds yet another link to this chain. When you understand that every link in the chain is bringing you closer to the things you want most in life and to the person you want to become, you won't feel discouraged, fearful, or impatient with where you are today. Visual chain thinking helps you see where you're going even on the toughest days. This way you can keep building your ambition by focusing on your final goal, not just your current situation. A big part of visual chain thinking is deciding on your direction. You need to be able to see where you're headed before you get there. When you have a clear vision of your final destination, you can stay motivated and committed to each link in the chain, knowing that every action and every discipline is getting you one step closer to where you want to be. Building your visual chain of thought starts with having clear plans for different areas of your life. This includes your career, family activities, investments, and health. These plans and goals form your visual chain, helping you know where you're headed before you get there. To do this, you need to develop a plan, a game plan for your life. It's interesting how we all know the importance of having a strategy for a football or basketball game. No professional team starts a game without a complete strategy. Yet, many of us don't take the time to create a strategy for our own lives, a game plan that guides us. Here's the first rule for your life game plan. Don't start your day until you have it finished. This means don't begin your daily activities until you know exactly what you plan to accomplish. Plan your day before it starts, and make this a daily habit. Yes, writing out your plans takes time and requires discipline, but remember that the value comes from being disciplined, not just hopeful. Once you've mastered planning your day, you're ready for the next level. Don't start your week until you have it finished. Don't begin your weekly activities until you know exactly what you plan to achieve. When you plan your days as part of your overall game plan for the week, everything fits together much better. Your days become more productive and effective. You end up working smarter, not harder. And once you've learned to plan your week, guess what? You've got to plan your month too. Don't start your month until you've got it all planned out. When you develop and follow your game plan, your days, weeks, and months all become part of a bigger plan. This creates a long-term view of your life, a visual chain. By planning, you'll start seeing the bigger picture. It takes discipline, but this discipline will soon become a habit. This habit of mastering your time and being disciplined will lead you to a good life. Your game plan will serve as a constant reminder of everything you need to do to get where you want to go. When you stick to your schedule, you'll find that game plans are very rewarding. Developing and following a game plan can be exciting. Day by day, week by week, you'll see your dreams and plans turning into reality. It's an incredible feeling to be in charge of your life, your surroundings, and your future. It's like creating a work of art on a huge canvas. It's creative and beautiful. This is powerful stuff. Dreaming a dream, planning for that dream, and then watching it become a reality. One of the most powerful things about creating game plans is that you can see your future right before your eyes. So on those days when your energy is low, your enthusiasm is fading, and your ambition isn't pulling you forward, use your game plan to see how far you've come and to remind yourself where you're headed. On those tough days, it's your discipline and visual chain of the future that will pull you ahead. It won't hold you back. It will push you forward. Develop a game plan for your life and make sure it includes more than just work projects. Your game plan should also have time for recreation, reflection, exercise, health, and spirituality. To make your game plan work best for you, you need to follow it and maintain the discipline to keep working on it until it becomes a natural part of your routine. In the end, it's your own discipline that acts as the magic ingredient to give real substance and depth to your ambition. This discipline helps you achieve your plans and dreams, get what you want, and become who you want to be. Your consistent self-discipline is the key to making this happen. The important question isn't whether you will adopt these fundamental disciplines, but when you will do it. By consistently applying these valuable disciplines, we all have the power to change ourselves. We can improve our incomes, attitudes, lifestyles, and our impact on others. We can change opinions, provide better leadership, and even influence the direction of our nation.